The Donut Mom has been exposed. We already knew that she was feeding her kids horribly unhealthy meals, also living in a house full of trash infested with bugs. But sadly, it gets so much worse, because after a shocking interview, some pretty disturbing things would be revealed. And they're not just about Alex, but also her boyfriend Taylor. Even before they were exposed, the state of their living conditions were getting even worse. Donut Mom didn't like to show her house a ton, but when she did, it was absolutely filthy. Trash covering almost every square inch of the floor in her car, very similar spots in the home, along with bugs continuing to make appearances in Alex's videos. It also looks like she's still letting her rabbits poop all over their floors. Alex will let her rabbits just roam around the house and poop everywhere, usually not bothering to clean it up. There've been very few times that I've seen her floor free from rabbit feces, and the state of the rabbit cages is much worse. Donut Mom claims that she cleans them every day, but we've seen the photos. Her cages are absolutely filthy. It really boils down to Alex just not caring. She openly calls herself a lazy mom, showing a lot of contempt for her children. A perfect example of this is the clip I'm about to show you, one that caused a lot of controversy for Donut Mom. It's a clip of her 6-year-old begging to sleep in the living room because she says it's so hot that she can't sleep, but Donut Mom couldn't care less.
When did I say you could sleep in the living room?
It's hot in my room. I'm always hot in my room when I sleep in it.
I didn't say you could sleep in the living room.
I didn't not sleep in the living room, but it's hot in my room. I'm gonna be hot all night. I'm hot every single night in my room.
Okay. I got a lint remover. She's not outing me. She has her own bedroom. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's hot in my room, and that's it.
It blows my mind that people were defending her over this, and defending her parenting in general. I mean, I understand wanting to see the good in someone, but it's been apparent from the beginning that Alex couldn't care less about her children. In my opinion, I think she sees them as a hindrance, almost like another one of her pets that she has to take care of now that she has it. It is extremely rare to see her in a positive mood about her children. She acts completely miserable when they're around, and denies nearly every request they make.
Brooklyn, this is my last time asking you to go play in the room, or you're going in timeout.
That was her making her kid play in her bedroom while she was on TikTok Live. She could have easily gotten up and went to her own bedroom, but it circles back to her just not even bothering. She could not care less, and I think that is severely affecting her children. Alex's 6-year-old is in therapy, and a lot of people have speculated why, but Alex claims that all of that is purely preventative. I can't believe the amount of people questioning why I have my 6-year-old in therapy. I have all my kids in preventive therapy from a young age, because therapy is very healthy. Please drop the stigma around therapy and mental health. Therapy doesn't mean anything negative. She's failing to realize the point these people are making. We have seen the conditions that she is putting these kids through. I have no doubt they need therapy. No one was criticizing your children for needing it, Alex. They were criticizing you for contributing to that need through your cooking and horrible conditions of your home. If you want my humble opinion, Alex is one of the more selfish people I have ever covered, and there is no finer example of this than her New York trip. The Donut Mom was invited to New York so she could walk the runway in a plus-sized fashion show, and as soon as she found out she was doing it, that was all she talked about.
Hack with me to go to New York as a lazy mom of 3. So first of all, I have all my clothes separated. I have outfit 1, 2, 3, and 4 already separated, minus 1 because I'll be in a dress for the event.
I've never seen Donut Mom this lively or happy when discussing her children. Sometimes she makes these posts of before she had kids, saying she was so happy before then, and with the way she treats them, it's hard not to assume she has contempt for them. She had the the absolute time of her life in New York, saying that her night on the runway was one of the greatest moments of her life, and that's because it was all about Alex. Everyone sat back, clapped, and said, "You go, girl." But when she had to leave New York and return to the absolute nest that she had created, her smile once again left, and she still talks to this day about how she wants to go back. I also personally believe that this show emboldened her to continue feeding her kids terribly. Before all of this, she was giving them fruit occasionally, but after her return, it was back to straight junk.
We got Chinese.
Okay. You said you got Chinese.
My boyfriend's mom got chicken wings and fries.
Even my dad No.
My boyfriend got whatever this is. And soup. And egg rolls. My daughter got chicken nuggets and fries.
What? I don't want beef. You don't like steak? No.
So this is my 6-year-old's plate. I got General Tso's and rice. And my 8-year-old got beef and broccoli with rice. This little meal is for my mother-in-law.
Well,
This pizza's for my boyfriend. Chicken bacon ranch. We get the kids their own little personal pizzas.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, yes.
6-year-old's plate. You're welcome, baby. 8-year-old's plate.
At least once a week, they bring home a heaping bag of Mexican food, and each kid gets their own box. The oldest is 6. People are legitimately concerned for her. Donut Mom does censor her children's faces, but a couple of times we have seen her daughter's hand, and many have commented on how it looks swollen. And I don't mean that in regards to her weight. I mean it in regards to a possibly bigger underlying health issue. The types of things and the amount that she is feeding these kids could very well make them diabetic. This is why people were so critical of Donut Mom in the first place. Feeding your kids like this is wrong. What child deserves to eat raw meatloaf? This is the kind of stuff they get when it's a homemade meal. Absolute slop. And on top of all this, your mom wishes that you weren't there.
Oh my god.
It's just the bacon's having water and the freehold having just juice, milk, and water.
No, oh my god, people are twisting my words. I'm just gonna ignore all the negative comments. Because people are just twisting around what I'm saying.
And what I'm saying. Right, Mom?
I did have fun at the pageant, Amy. Thank you for asking. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for the heart me.
Mom? Mommy? What are you doing?
I've already gotten up and put them to bed 4 times. And when I get off of here, I will. However, I am allowed to have time to myself and go live.
Maybe instead of sending your kids to preventative therapy, you could prevent their trauma through cleaning your house or cooking them a decent meal. That's part of why I believe the kid is not in therapy for preventative reasons. The way she treats them is absolutely horrible. It all circles back to Alex really just caring about herself. I cannot tell you how many different sets of nails I have seen this woman with. Sometimes she gets them changed more than once a week. She will spend all of this time on that, but not on properly feeding her children, taking care of them, or her animals. I wouldn't even bring up Alex's nails if they weren't the perfect metaphor for her entire life, because just like her nails, there's dirt just below the surface. Dirt so vile, so depraved, that people will never look at Donut Mom the same way again. It all starts with a group called Mama Drama, a group led by influencer Mariah Monet, dedicated to cataloging mama drama from across the internet. Well, it turns out that Alex had been a part of this Facebook group for quite some time, and eventually this was noticed by Mariah, who demanded an interview from Donut Mom. I'm not even joking. Word is how this went down. Mariah basically told Alex, "You're doing this interview, you don't have a choice." And that's what ended up happening. Donut Mom even announcing it on her TikTok page.
So I just got out of some drama. And I'm being reeled right back into some. So I've been in this group, Mama Drama, for like over 2 years now, ran by Mariah Monet. And they just realized I was in there. And Mariah wants to do an interview with me. And all of the girls were saying, she won't do it. She's going to leave the group. You know, whatever. But y'all know I'm not scared of anything. They can give me their best shot. I get dragged every single day on TikTok and Facebook. They can't say no worse to me than y'all have. They think I'm too scared to do the interview? Absolutely not. I know a lot of women are scared of Mama Drama and don't want to get involved because the women can be so brutal on there. Bring it on. I'm not scared of y'all. I'm not scared of nobody. I know who I am. I know the type of mother that I am. And I'm a damn good mother. So give me your best shot. And if y'all want to watch the interview, let me know. I think it'll be a good one.
Donut Mom would have to reschedule the interview once due to being sick, but eventually it did happen, and it ended up revealing so much more than anybody ever thought. Alex would not only give us a complete tour of her home, but also levy some pretty serious accusations against her boyfriend, Taylor. But that's not all, because Alex's own children would accuse her of some pretty awful stuff, almost immediately after the interview started.
Smack me in my face.
Don't even. Do not come up here and lie about that. That's not even funny. It's not a funny joke. You don't lie about stuff like that.
Nah, he said that as soon as the camera started rolling. Man, kids say the darndest thing. He really gonna say you slapped him in his face?
Yeah, that's my 6-year-old. She has a lying thing she's been doing recently. No, and you said something about me slapping you in the face. Why are you lying again? Yeah, you are. You tell people that at school too?
So she sound like she's saying she tell people at school you slap her in the face?
Apparently.
After this revelation, Alex decided it would be a good time to turn her camera off and essentially pause the live. Many assume it was to go and discipline her daughter for the things that she had just revealed, but eventually she would return.
All right. They thought I knew you. See, I knew you wasn't gonna duck. They did think you was gonna duck. You're not ducking no smoke. You about it. Are you ready? You look a little nervous. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. You want to introduce yourself in case people don't know you? I mean,
my name is Alex. I'm the donut mom. That's what everyone calls me. I'm the lazy mom of 3. I'm also known as. So, okay. So you said you wanted to see the living room, the kitchen, and the bathroom, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's my dog.
Okay.
That's my living room.
Okay. This is your authentic living room.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted you to see what it looks like on a daily basis.
Yeah, no. Can we get a little close up? See, I just want to see, what's hanging around. Okay. Lots of those Amazon packages and toys.
Yes. Yep. Toys, packages. My couch has kind of become the catch-all most of the time. So, bunch of shoes that don't get put up.
Okay.
Like Hello Kitty stuff. I have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff. Clothes that I haven't put away. Toys.
So this is the famous Donut Mom kitchen. All right,
Yep.
more toys.
A lot of toys, always. Books.
Okay. And how many adults live here?
2.
2. Just you and your husband. You're a stay-at-home mom, right?
Yeah. And over here is the famous counter that's always behind me in my videos. A lot of people think it's trash on my counter, but it's food. I actually have something on the way to put the food up in, like pantries to put together. And that's where I keep my paper plates and potatoes and stuff like that. And then this is my main dish cabinet.
Okay.
So it's all full. I have way too many dishes.
Right. Okay, I mean, at least they're in the cabinet.
Right. And I have dirty dishes, of course.
Can I see the dirty dishes real quick? I just want to. All right. How many days worth of dishes is that?
2.
2 days. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pots and pans and stuff. Now, nobody in the house helps you? Like, if they see there's a bunch of dishes, no one offers to do them?
No, not really. My boyfriend will every once in a while load the dishwasher, but most of the time it's me. All right. And then there's all the cups and bowls and stuff that the kids have used.
And so, you have a lot of dishes still in the cabinet, so they just keep coming and getting more dishes.
Yeah, I think if I decluttered the dishes, I would have less dirty dishes at a time because I would have to wash them more often. And then this is my stove. This is just this is clean, and this is just the meat thawing out for dinner.
Is that the microwave up top?
Yeah.
Can I see the inside? I just want to. We doing a home tour. I'm real nosy.
It's messy.
And what's that in there?
Just like I guess sauce or something that got spilled in there.
Okay. And will you use the microwave again, or like you're gonna clean it maybe before you use it?
Yeah, no, this would be cleaned before I use it. And like I said, the stove has to be cleaned. But
Oh wow, okay, let me see the stove. Yeah. Okay.
usually it's actually worse than this. Oh, I'm spilling water. So
Oh, you said usually it's worse than that?
yeah, usually it's worse.
Okay, so you have your bunnies like hay and pellets in your room where you sleep.
Yeah, the bunnies are in here too, except for
Wait,
one
the
of them.
bunnies are in your room? Like, are they in a cage or they're chilling in your room?
2 are in a cage and the rest just chill in the room.
Can I see the bunnies?
Yeah. Are they under the bed,
Wait,
Jade?
this is your room where you sleep?
Yeah.
And that's your bureau. And so the bunnies are in the room where you sleep. And well, obviously they're not trained because they poop everywhere. Okay. So this is the room and the
They
bunnies.
do have litter boxes, but unfortunately we're still working on it.
Okay.
Here's 2 of the bunnies. Let me see if I can get them to come out. Honey bun. Allie. Come here. All right, I'll give them food so they come. Come here, babies. You want food? You want to eat? Yeah. Come here.
Oh wow, look at he was really hungry. How cute.
That's honey bun. The rabbit poop is just like regurgitated hay. So it's not like regular animal poop. You can look it up. It's just like dried hay. We started with 3, and now we have 7.
Oh wait, you have 7 bunnies?
Yeah. My mom's like a very much clean freak. I don't know if you've ever seen a video with my mom in it, but my mom's house is like immaculate.
Oh wow, so okay, it's looking kind of swampy, girl. Not gonna lie. When's the last time the water was taken out of there?
This was actually just last night. I just didn't dump it.
Okay. Can I ask why you didn't dump it, or did it just stress you out to like dump it?
It drains really slow,
Okay.
so I just sometimes don't.
Not much more would happen during this segment of the interview. Donut Mom would go and attempt to cook for a little bit before it ended, because the next day they had another interview planned. Only problem was not many people got to see it. Mariah decided to make it an exclusive thing for her paid members, so we only have some of the clips that she's released, but they've been absolutely disturbing, making the house tour look minimal in comparison.
Are you going to sit on the stage and tell me again that your daughter was lying in the live last night?
Yes, I am. I have never hit her in her face.
Have you hit her at all?
I have popped her hand. I have popped her butt. I have never hit her in her face. I've only ever gave her a pop or a spanking for hitting, biting, something physical. Something that I don't feel timeout will fix. I
Okay.
tried to stop and do the gentle parenting thing, and then everybody told me that I was letting her walk all over me. I did the gentle parenting thing for 2 years.
So what
I
do you
completely-
consider, what's your version of gentle parenting? What do you consider that to be?
Time out, taking things away. I stopped popping them completely. In fact, my 3-year-old has been popped maybe once. I don't pop for just everything. I only do it for physical things.
Do you honestly think that you can teach a child not to hit someone by hitting them?
No.
She's openly admitting to what she calls popping her kids, but she expects no one to believe her 6-year-old's claims. There's also other evidence, like bruises being seen on the kids. I understand that kids fall down and get hurt, but there are just so many signs piling up that something is really wrong in that household, besides the terrible food and living conditions. Alex's boyfriend Taylor is a complete monster. He's been seen numerous times carrying a firearm around the house. And then, of course, there's the infamous story of him outside of her bedroom. If you haven't seen my first video on Donut Mom, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, so I'll give a brief recap. Donut Mom dated Taylor in the past, but they broke up, and she found herself involved in a throuple. For some reason or another, Taylor came to visit them, and was caught doing some absolutely disgusting things outside of their bedroom door at night. He was shaking hands with the milkman, and during this interview, Mariah would ask Alex for more details on what happened. It's somehow even more disgusting than previously thought.
Let me just say this for the people crying, oh, it's so messed up we couldn't get it for free on TikTok. The majority of this interview would have got me flagged on TikTok, and you're gonna see right now why. Okay, so Taylor is your current boyfriend.
Yes.
Okay. So what is this situation with outside of some door?
So me, James, and Dana were in the bedroom one night, and
Okay, James and Dana. Okay, Taylor is the one who you're with now, who was in front of the door, and Dana and the other dude, that was the throuple people, correct?
oh yeah, I didn't mean to say their name. Oops, sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, if
we
you don't
don't
know,
got
I'm
last
sorry.
names. It's not that deep. So you're in the room with the throuples, and Taylor's outside the door.
Yes, we didn't know he was outside the door, until we went. My ex went to step outside of the door and stepped in a pile of.
She took him back after all of this, after things went sideways with the throuple. What this dude did is not just morally reprehensible, but it's gotta be some kind of crime. It's definitely the sign of an extremely depraved individual, with no care for anyone else's boundaries. But it's all about to get so much worse, because what Donut Mom talks about next during the interview is absolutely shocking. After being asked about the CPS cases that Taylor had filed against her in the past, Donut Mom drops an absolutely shocking piece of information.
Actually publicly said that he accused me of this. He accused me of assaulting my daughter.
Girl, this man accused you of assaulting your daughter to be petty, and you are with him now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you really need therapy very bad. So what exactly did he say to them?
That our then 3-year-old went to his house for a visit and made a motion with his fingers and said that I did that to Brooklyn. And he also said that she had a cigarette burn on her ankle. She had on the back of her ankle, she had a what's it called? When you get a new pair of shoes and
Yeah.
they rub up, she had that because I had bought her a new pair of shoes and he said it was a cigarette burn.
How the can you forgive someone for accusing you of, like, what goes through your mind after that? Like, I need to know when this happened, what was going through your mind, and how do you get to the level of forgiving him to be with him again? Because that's such a serious accusation.
He apologized.
Girl, he said, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and that was it? That's all it took?
I mean, and for a while there, I actually thought maybe he was doing something because, if you accuse someone of something, most of the time you're doing it.
This is an absolute bombshell. She's claiming that not only did Taylor accuse her of doing awful things to her kids, but that she suspected him of doing such things at one point. The CPS was common knowledge, but I don't think the reason behind it was known until this interview. No one knew that Taylor had accused her of this, and that she had taken him back afterwards. It's very hard to discern what the truth is, but no matter which way you slice it, it's terrible behavior for all parties involved, and I highly suspect that at least one member of the family is up to no good. Accusations like this don't just come from nowhere. And we know that Taylor has a long track record of horrible stuff, but so does Donut Mom. The interview situation, however, takes the cake. She has never seen controversy like this before, not even when the donut video was going viral. And instead of addressing the interview on her own TikTok page, she decided to shut off the comments and make a couple videos painting Taylor in a better light.
Come spend my boyfriend's money with me as a lazy mom of 3.
A bit late.
Oh my goodness. How stinking cute. How cute. How cute is this purse? That's so cute. I wish I had it in New York. Freaking cute this makeup bag is. So cute too. How cute. How cute. He's having so much fun. He likes TJ Maxx now.
No, I just like kitchen stuff.
But there's no putting the genie back in the bottle. People know that something even more rotten is going on. But Alex kept posting like nothing had happened, only allowing people that she followed to comment on her TikToks. She would also reveal on Facebook that 2 more bunnies had tragically passed. Like you heard earlier, she had 7 of them, and they're obviously not receiving the proper care they need. Other than that, we don't really have much more information, except for Mariah revealing that shortly after their interview ended, CPS would visit Alex, and there was nothing they could do because they already knew all of this information. I guess it was just the public who didn't know about the accusations. I don't know how they dismissed the state of the house, with filth everywhere, including animal feces, but I guess everything you saw during that house tour was cool by them. I'm not trying to sound like a bleeding heart here, but I feel so bad for these kids. Growing up with parents who don't really care about them, who have admitted to getting physical with them, and accused each other of doing awful things to them, possibly even having done them. It's gone so much deeper than a mom who fed her 2-year-old donuts for breakfast. There is something incredibly wrong in this household, and if something doesn't change soon, I fear that the next update will be even more disturbing.